Hey guys, it's Chey. So today I am sporting the ponytail look, but let's be real, when do I not have my hair in a ponytail? It always is. And my VidCon t-shirt, I really love this year's design. Like the cloud is super cool. It's kind of like inspired by Cheyanne. I'm also filming in kind of like a new setup today. Do you like this? I really like this setup. But that is not what today's video is about. I'm just rambling right now. Today's video is going to be me answering random VidCon questions. Yeah, that sounds really lame and boring, but I promise you it's not going to be. So if you didn't know this, I recently went to VidCon in Anaheim, California. It was July 23rd through July 25th. It was about a week ago. No, but seriously, it was so much fun. It was the best weekend of my life by far. I met so many amazing creators and went to some panels and some interviews, and the expo hall was super cool too. So hopefully you've seen my vlog about that. I have so many vlogs that I've uploaded recently. Because before we went to VidCon, my family actually took like a vacation to Southern California. But anyways, I guess I should probably start the video now. This is a really, really long intro. I always have long intros. Alright, Cheyanne, stop talking. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into the video, and I'm going to answer some VidCon questions. Okay, so VidCon, put simply, is a convention/conference for people who love online video, meaning like YouTube, Vine, YouNow, all those different sites of online video content. So the main event is YouTubers, obviously, because most online content is on YouTube. So this convention/conference, there are panels and meetups and interviews, and there's an expo hall with different booths that you can buy stuff at and do games and whatnot, and just learn more about YouTube. So the 3 different passes were community, creator, and industry. People with a community pass had access to the signing hall and everything on the first floor, which was the interview stages and then the expo hall. So there's really not much for me to explain. The creator pass was obviously, it's pretty self-explanatory if you were a creator. That meant you could access the first and the second floor, where there was just more panels and stuff. The catch was, though, there was no access to the signing hall, and that was basically just for capacity reasons, because they didn't want too many people to be in the signing hall at one time. And the industry pass gave you access to everything, the first, second, and third floor, everything, the signing hall, panels, interviews, just all that sort of stuff. All of the 3 passes had their uses for all the different people that wanted to go to VidCon, and I think it was all just a really good idea to have the 3 different passes and have it all separated into the 3 different floors. VidCon was held July 23rd through July 25th. However, there were events on Wednesday, there was a concert, and then Sunday was Disney Day, which is when a lot of the creators and a lot of the pass holders just went to Disneyland. And it was held in Anaheim, California at the Anaheim Convention Center. My overall favorite part of VidCon personally was probably being able to meet and just see my favorite creators, because I mean, I watch YouTube and I love YouTube and I watch videos, and the thing about YouTube is that they're videos, you know, you're not seeing these people in real life. So being able to see them all in real life was just so surreal. I mean, like, think about it. You see these creators, like you're watching me right now. If you saw me in real life, I mean, it'd probably be kind of weird. So it was a little bit strange, but it was just so cool. And I got to meet so many creators. I mean, I honestly thought that there was gonna be the 4 lottery signings that I had, and those were the, you know, 4 or 5 people that I was gonna get to meet. And I was happy with that because I got Jen, and I absolutely love Gen X Pen. But yeah, I got to meet so many just like walking around the expo hall and outside, and I even got to meet some pretty big ones. I got to meet like Sierra Furtado. I love her. I love her videos. And, you know, seeing her in person and getting to take a picture, that was just so cool because, I mean, now I can watch her videos and be like, I know her. Well, I don't know her, but I've met her and I have a picture with her. And I got to meet Nikki Phillippi and her husband Dan and Shayna, and oh my gosh, I love them. If you don't know who Nikki Phillippi is, because you probably don't, because not very many people do, she is amazing. Go look up her channel right now. It's Nikki Phillippi. They had a meetup outside the convention center on Saturday, and of course I went to it because I love Nikki. And we like vlogged and we talked and we took pictures and we really got to know each other, and as much as you can get to know someone in like 4 minutes. But it was just so much fun because Nikki is so sweet. I love her videos. I love her content. She is amazing. But I guess I will stop talking about Nikki now. Let's go ahead and go to the next question. Definitely, by far my favorite panel that I went to at VidCon was the Next Wave panel. It was Friday night, I believe, and it was Jack Baran, or That's So Jack, Lauren Elizabeth, and Andrew Lau. And I love all 3 of those creators, especially Lauren. Lauren is one of my favorite creators. I love her so much. So that was just a really fun panel to go watch because those 3 creators, they're like, I mean, they're pretty young and they're living in LA, and you know, times are changing and YouTube's becoming really popular. So that was just a really cool panel to go watch and listen to them talk. So yeah, that was by far just my favorite panel. I was obsessed with it. And I was so crazy to just see those creators in person. And I actually got a very, very short video clip of Lauren talking at that panel.
You can see what everyone else is doing, and you have this really cool advantage that you're yourself and that there's actually no one else like you out there.
My phone started to run out of storage, very sadly, but it was the end of the day. It was like 5 o'clock. I love the Next Wave panel. It was my favorite. Good job, VidCon. You should do it next year too. That's a tough one. I'd probably have to say the Jen McAllister interview just because I love Jen. And it was a really good interview. She announced a couple things. First times with Jack and Jen, her book tour, some more acting projects that she's working on. And I just love Jen. So that was probably my favorite. But a close second would be the Connor Franta interview because I didn't get Connor on my signing lottery, which I was a bit sad about because I do love Connor. And his interview, oh my gosh, it was packed. So many people were there. But yeah, that was also a really good interview. It was just really cool to see Connor in person, and he announced a couple new things too, so that was super fun. Gosh, my favorite Expo Hall booth. There were so many Expo Hall booths. I kid you not. Like, they had 2 halls filled up. I don't know, I really liked the full screen booth. They gave out a lot of free stuff, and they did a bunch of fun stuff too. They did a couple little panels, and they did some interviews, and they did some games and some trivia, and there were a lot of stars there too, like, not stars. Well, I guess creators are stars. There were a lot of creators that didn't have like big panels, and even some that did like trivia or, you know, answering questions and just a lot of super fun stuff like that. Alright, well, I've already said this quite a few times in this video, but my 4 lottery signings were Jen McAllister, also known as Jen X Pen, and that was on Friday at 12 o'clock. Ricky Dillon was on Friday at 5 o'clock. Brooklyn and Bailey were on Saturday at 9:30. That was really, really early. And Fun for Louie was on Saturday at 2:30. So I am very, very happy with the signings that I ended up getting. I have always wanted to meet Jen. I mean, I loved meeting the other creators. They were all super nice. Ricky was super nice. We did fun poses. Brooklyn and Bailey were so sweet. Brooklyn and Bailey were like obsessing over the little pearly bead art that I made, and that made me feel so special because I put a lot of work into those, and they were like, wow, this is so cool, and a bunch of other stuff. And then Lewis was just, I mean, he was Louie, not Lewis. He was Louie. And he was really tall, and his British accent was amazing, and he loved the perler bead art I made too. The thing is, Jen holds a really special place in my heart. Her and Bethany Moda are tied as my favorite creators. There's no possible way I could pick a favorite. I've been watching her videos for quite a while now, and I just love the content she makes, and I just love her. I love her personality. I relate to her a lot. So yeah, I love Jen, and being able to meet her was just so cool. She loved the art that I made her too. I made her perler bead art too, but it was different. It said Gen X Pen. I should put a picture in. I'll put a picture in right here of what I made her. So yeah, that was super cool. But yeah, I just love Jen. I love Jen so much, and she just holds a special place in my heart, so it was really cool to be able to meet her. Honestly, I thought it worked out really well. This was the first VidCon that I've been to, but I've heard that in past years, when they didn't have this signing lottery system, that people would literally wait in line for 8 hours to meet a creator. And that's pretty ridiculous. I mean, I'd probably do that. I mean, if it was a creator I really liked, like, if it was Bethany, or if it was Jen, or Nikki, or Lauren, or someone like that, I would probably wait 8 hours or more to meet them. But that also means you're missing a lot of VidCon stuff. Overall, though, I think the lottery system was a really good idea, and I think it worked out really well. And even though I still had to wait a little bit to meet some of the creators, I'd wait 2 hours to meet Jen. But yeah, it cut down the waiting time quite a bit, and the way that they did the lineups, it worked out really well. Oh my gosh, I met so many creators, it's not even funny. I honestly thought that I was only going to meet the 5 creators that I got on my lottery signing, but that didn't happen. I probably met over 20 creators, and a lot of them were ones that I really liked. So that was really cool. I'll put in a list right here of all the creators that I met, see if you recognize any. And you can see pictures in my VidCon vlogs that are posted previous to this video. So yeah, you just saw that I met a lot of creators, and it was just really fun. A lot of them were able to stop and take a picture, which was super cool. I think there's only one creator that I didn't get a picture with. I met Lauren Elizabeth. I didn't get a picture with her though, which I was a little bit sad about because I love Lauren, but they had to go, she had to go get ready for her panel because she was doing an Awesomeness TV thing with Arden. I got a picture with Arden. And then they had to go because Arden had an interview, and then Lauren had her next wave panel to go get ready for. But yeah, I met a lot of super cool creators, and it was really fun. Okay, like my answer has been for so many other previous questions, my favorite creator to meet was Jen. I'm not even going to go into detail and explain it anymore because I've already explained it so many times. I love Jen. She's my favorite, along with Bethany Moda, and I just love her so much. And then Nikki. I love Nikki Philippi. She's kind of like a little secret. Not very many people know who she is, and she has almost 1 million subscribers. I'll tell people, I'll be like, oh, did you see Nikki's new video? And they're like, who's Nikki? I'm like, Nikki Philippi? And they're like, who's Nikki Philippi? And I'm like, I love Nikki Philippi. But yeah, those were the 2 creators that I was definitely most excited about seeing. Bethany Moda. It would have been so cool to meet Bethany Moda. She's amazing. It would have been really cool to meet Connor Franta. I love watching Connor's videos. Tyler Oakley. It would have been so fun to meet Tyler Oakley. I mean, he has the best personality, and it would have been really cool to like take a picture with him and do weird poses. And one other that I really wish that I could have gotten to meet, I almost met her, was Ingrid Nielsen, because she was just so sweet, and I love her videos, and she is adorable. Okay, I saw her at VidCon, and she is just adorable. So I was waiting in line to meet Brooklyn and Bailey, and then Ingrid tweeted about doing an impromptu meetup. So I was like, oh, I need to go to that and meet her. This is like my chance. And then the Brooklyn and Bailey line ended up being a little bit longer than expected, and so I went to go get in line to meet Ingrid, and it was super long, but I still would have waited. And I got to the end of the line, and there was security standing at the end of the line, and they had already cut the line off because apparently a lot of other people wanted to meet Ingrid too. But that's okay. Someday I will meet Ingrid too, and it'll be super cool. Well, I didn't really have an embarrassing experience there, I guess. When I went to the Instagram, like, emoji ball pit, I hit my leg on the metal ladder, and it made this huge bruise right by my knee. Like, it was massive. And I was, of course, wearing shorts because it was super hot, so it was kind of, like, weird, but it was, yeah, it was just weird. But a really funny experience I had, it wasn't even me, it was my mom. So when we were at the full screen booth on Saturday, they had like a wheel to spin to get prizes. And so she went up to go spin the wheel. And the guy was like, hey, what's your name? And she's like, I'm Rachel, I'm Cheyanne's mom, because I had just gone. And he was like, oh, cool. Are you enjoying VidCon? And she's like, yeah. So on her name tag, it said her name. Obviously, her name is Rachel. And then where it said passion, because she doesn't have a channel, I put watching my daughter fangirl, because, okay, I was like, what do you want to put as your passion? We have to put something. She's like, I don't know, just don't put something dumb. And I was like, okay, well, what about this? Should we put, like, watching my daughter fangirl? And she was like, sure, why not? And so the guy at the full screen booth was like, I love your lanyard. And she was like, oh yeah, thanks. And he's like, wow, watching my daughter fangirl? That's super cool. You should get, like, Mom of the Year award or something. So my mom officially won Mom of the Year award at the full screen booth at VidCon. So yeah, shout out to my mom for letting me drag you around VidCon when you had no idea what was happening or why I was fangirling over these random people and wanting to meet all these random people. But you were awesome. Thank you for taking pictures and just having fun with me and coming with me to VidCon and making all of my dreams come true. Yes, I do think it was well run. There were a few little mishaps, I guess. The security was really strict, but I mean, I guess they kind of had to be. But I think it was really well run because they were able to take up the whole convention center this year, not just a couple floors and splitting it with other people. And I think that really set this convention apart because they were able to layer the different passes on the different floors and separating out the lottery system and the signing hall. That worked out really, really well too. So yeah, I think it was well run, and I would definitely go back. Alright, you made it to the end of the video. That's it, I promise. No more questions, no more rambling. But if you did watch the whole video, thank you so much. I hope you learned a little bit about VidCon, and I hope it made you excited to possibly go sometime in your life, because that would be super cool. VidCon was an amazing experience. I just loved it so much, and I miss it. I miss being around creators and the Expo Hall, and I just miss being around my kind, you know? The people who love YouTube as much as I do and love creating videos and, you know, fangirling, if you want to say that. I just miss it. I miss it so much, and I really, really hope that I'm able to go back next year. So if you liked this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below with some video ideas, and make sure to subscribe so that you know when I post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!